Howdy friends, welcome to the June Plan With Me setup video. So in this video, we will be putting together our traveler's notebook for the month of June or for early summer. You guys, I'm such a ding-a-ling. When I recorded the video for May, I forgot to share something. Completely forgot to share something. So I'm actually going to direct you guys to watch the first few minutes of this video first and then go back to the May video, just so you know what one of the things is in your kit that I completely forgot to mention. So in your kit, you have this little baggie, and this little baggie has some stickers. So you're going to have a couple of different tab stickers. Ignore this one for a second. A couple of different tab stickers. You will have, let me get this out of the way. Okay, let's try that again. A couple of different tab stickers. Some may have words on them. You will have a couple of different word stickers. There's another one missing. Anyhow, oh, here it is. There you go. So you have a couple of different word stickers, and then you're going to have 3 of these, and it's really hard to see what they look like, but maybe there you can kind of see it. These are clear tab stickers. You will have 3 of them. And I've given you these because these are a great way to add different sections to your traveler's notebook inserts. Now, I have cut apart so everyone would have a chance to play with them. Tabs, the stickers and the labels from the tab sticker tablet. And I have these available on my website, as well as I have cut the 3 clear tab stickers that you're using from a package of tab stickers as well, also on my website. I will link to those in the description of this video if you'd like to purchase those. Anyhow, so you are going to have an assortment. I don't know what which of the tabs that you will have, but you will have a mixture of tab stickers and then also of some of the word stickers. But what you do with these basically, and I already done this with this one, so I'm going to make another one here. I have the September sticker here. So if I take the September sticker and I want to add a tab into one of my inserts, I could do this, and I would put September probably right there because I might want that to stick out the side. You can see how that is sticking out the side. Depending on where I line that up on the paper, it will stick out depending on how far I want it. So I want it to stick out that far so that when I close my insert, I can still see that tab. This is a great way to add different dividers and sections to your inserts. So some of them are blank, so you could write on. Some of them have words already on them. Some of them have patterns already on them. But when you have the whole tablet, you have lots of different options. But so the first thing I do is I put that tab sticker on. Then you can follow up with the clear tab stickers. So the clear tab stickers, see that little guy there? The clear tab stickers help to reinforce the sturdiness of that sticker. So if I take this clear tab sticker and I put it over the sticker, fold that back over, now it is going to be super sturdy. Okay, it's like a double layer. Anyhow, that's what you have those stickers for that are in the little baggie. And use those however you'd like. And if you'd like to purchase any, then you can find them on the description of the video down in the words part of the video. All right, friends, so now I am going to continue with the setup for June. If you are watching this video right now because I suggested you come here before you do April, now you know what those are, and you can go back to April, and I'll see you later. Okay, now, for everyone here to do the summer, I am using this fun little traveler's notebook cover, this beautiful white, and it's so pretty with the embroidered face on there and the flowers. Now the nice thing about the white, because that is not real leather, I can wipe that down if I need to, if it starts to get a little bit dirty. But the inside I loved because the inside went so well, right? The inside went so well with summer, with the pink and then against the yellow and the backdrop. So that's what I'm using. If you're interested in that, I've linked to that in the description of the video as well. All right, so when we first start out, I always like to start out with the pockets. That means we need to grab our trimmer. we'll bring the trimmer in. As always, I have linked the description in the video, all of the tools I'm using. So if you have any question about what trimmer I'm using, where I bought that, you need to know more about it, adhesive, scissors, anything like that, then you have that information in the video. All right, so we're going to start out by cutting apart our 3x4 cards. And we'll save the product strips again. I'm not quite sure yet if I'm going to use them, but we'll see. Oh, you know what? Let me turn that light on. This particular trimmer has a switch that you can turn on that it's backlit right there. So what's nice about that is it makes it a little bit easier to see where you're cutting when you're trying to separate the cards like that. So even though you may be doing this, this is probably, I don't know, maybe late May. I am filming this. It is April 15th today, you guys. So we are very, very, very much in the middle of the coronavirus right now. And I just hope that when you're watching this, if you're watching this at the end of May, that we can say, oh my gosh, thank goodness we are past the hard part. We're now on the downside of all the illnesses and unfortunately all of the deaths from the virus, and our economy is opening back up and things are good again. I don't know that I'll say back to normal because I don't know. It'll be interesting. I don't know if we'll ever be back to normal. I don't know if we ever should go back to normal. I think a lot of us right now are, really have taken into account everything that's going on, and it's kind of brought us back to maybe focusing on some things that are really important. All right, so we have cut apart those little 3x4 cards. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to take both of our 12x12 papers and we will trim off the product strips because we may use those later. And then we need to trim both of the 12x12 papers down to 8.25, so 8 1/4. And we're doing that because that is the height of our inserts, and that way we can easily slip cover our inserts. So if you are using an insert that is shorter than 8 1/4, oh my gosh, if you're using an insert that is shorter than 8 1/4, then you will be trimming yours accordingly. Especially if you're using a pocket, you'd be making it shorter. You would also be making it less wide. But we're doing the standard wide, so we keep ours at 8 1/4 by 12. Okay, I'm also going to trim this little piece of paper to 8. We will use that somewhere, and I'm going to trim that at 8. And I think we're done now with our trimmer, so we can put that away. So big and bulky, it's nice to have that out of our way so we have room to work, because you guys know me, things are going to get crazy up in here. They get all messy and I lose things. I did bring my my little garbage pail this time, so I have that, so I'm not as messy. We'll get things organized here. If you could only see what's happening right past here, you would see what a mess it is. All right. Have my tools ready, and oh, I should probably tell you, you know what? I should probably start out every Plan With Me video like this, telling you what tools you need, huh? That might be helpful. Trimmer, a little bit of adhesive, a fine tip black pen, scissors. You'll also need a little bit of liquid adhesive, and we'll talk about that in a second. All right, so let's go ahead. We are going to remove the slip covers from our spring or our May. Remember, don't throw those away. You can do something fun with that. I love that. It's so pretty. All right, and then this little guy. Oh, you know what? We're going to silly me. We're going to start by decorating decorating the pockets. I know that. Layle, silly Layle. All right, move these off to the side again. Some of you are like, oh, she's going to do it differently this time. No, you just knew, and I didn't. All right, so let's start out by outlining some of our cards that we're going to use. So we're going to use the Backyard Barbecue, but we're only going to use that for color. We're going to hide most of it. We're going to use this one, I Dream of Summers That Last Forever. Again, we're only going to use that for color. We also would like to have this card. Make sure you can see those okay up there, right? As I try to look in above on my camera, and the holder where it's holding it, I cannot see. Oh yeah, there we go. I think you're good. All right, and then we also need this little Life is Amazingly Good card. And we need this bicycle card. And we need this fun little lemonade stand card. And this summer card. Oh my gosh, you guys, we're using a lot of cards. We also need the wagon card. And we also need the Squeeze the Day card. And we also need, let me grab this again. Oh, not that one. We also need this one because this guy we are going to cut down in a little bit. I forgot about that one. So anyhow, the cards we're not using, we're only not using these three. So let me show you guys something. The way that I have set up my traveler's notebook right now, and I don't know if I'll end up doing this way in June or not. I have put this insert first and then the lemon insert second. But look how different it looks. I have my summer insert there. When I put the lemon insert there, it completely changes the look of things. So if I decide to go that route and keep that one in front, I might then save some of these cards and then maybe get a little bit more pink in some of these pockets. But that's completely up to you guys. All right, so let's put those off to the side because we know we're not using them. And let me get this back in because if I don't do that, then things are going to get all crazy up in here. See, I told you I talk to myself all the time. If you remember that from the last video. Okay, so let's get moving. Next step is when I like to outline my cards. Fine tip black pen. The fine tip Sharpie is what I'm using, and you will find a link to that in the description of the video. And generally when I buy these, I buy them 4 at a time or 8 at a time or 12 at a time, just because I think they come in packs of 4 but or more. But these are ubiquitous. I use them for everything. All right, because I love they're so fine and it kind of reminds me of that. Remember that song when some of us were much younger and some of you are already singing it. You're so fine. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. Yeah, that song. I'm not a singer. So anyhow, the fine tip I very much like about these pens. Oh my gosh, you guys, you can tell I've been cooped up in the house for a long time, like lots of us. So if you're watching in May or early June and we're no longer cooped up, just remember I did this in middle of April when we're still very much cooped up, and I'm a little nutty right now. Actually, we do use this little swimsuit card. So cute. Wouldn't it be fun if there was a swimsuit like that? That'd be so cute. And it's perfect because it's a one piece. Right? At least perfect for me since it's a one piece. All right. We're going to use that too, but we're going to use that a little bit differently than you think we might. All right. While we're doing our outlining, I'm going to outline this summer too because I do use that. Remember, when we're doing this, rotate your card, not your hand. Make life much easier. All right, so let's have our stack here again, and let's start decorating the pockets. We're starting with the teal, top to bottom, and that's that backyard barbecue. So we're not worried about that it says backyard barbecue. We're also not worried that I'm putting it in upside down. The reason I'm putting it in upside down, we're not going to see it. We're just going to see a little bit of corner, but this looks to me like it's the best corner because I will have a little bit more peeking out before I start running into that little tire on the barbecue. So we'll slide that one in first. And then my next one is this yellow card, I Dream of Summers. That reminded me, I used to play soccer for years when I was in high school. Well, like a long time and then into high school. And a yellow card was not a good thing. That meant you were not being very sportsmanlike in your playing and you were maybe hurting someone. And in soccer, that's not encouraged. Anyhow, just chit-chatting here. So now we've taken this card, that really cute gingham card. But here's the thing. I'm going to end up putting stuff right over here, so I actually just put it in upside down so we have more of that gingham showing. And I know it's such a cute card, and maybe we don't want to use it and hide up all that good stuff, but we have to you have things in here to make things look cute. Actually, you know what we could do? If you really like that card, let's do this. Let's take this little pink. We might get a little bit more pink in there to go with our lemon theme. So we'll put that in there instead because we can change our mind. All right, the next one is this little kind of denim card. Life is amazingly good. And that goes in this card as well, or in the pocket as well. Remember, if you have different pockets than I do, that's okay. Just start playing. Just, get your little configuration going there. Next card, we just want a little bit of that wood grain. So I think I'm going to go in this way because I have a little bit more pattern in the corner there. You make sure, see what I'm doing? Okay, I'm going to move up a little bit because I think it's hard for you to see. All right. We're going to do, did I say? Oh yeah, that needs to be up there. Okay. And then we have our little pink card here. This is where we're using the swimsuit, but we're just using the pink. So I'm putting that in upside down, but that's okay because we just want a little bit of a pink border right there. And then we're taking this, oh, so cute lemonade stand card. And we're going to slide that in the pocket, but I need to trim that a little bit because it will not fit in my pocket. It will not show what I want it to show. And I want that cute little awning to be right there in my little pocket. All right, so if I don't have a pocket there, then probably what I would do, I would either adhere that card right to the top, or I would barely stick it in the pocket so that you'd be able to see this area. All right, so let's keep going. We need the stickers, so let's start adding stickers. I added this little fun truck with all the flowers in it, right? So we'll put that right there. And then right above that, we are using this sticker down here that says Good Times Ahead. And that is where I'm covering up that lemonade sign. Okay. And if it is a little bit longer, if I could still see a little bit of the lemonade, then I'm just going to shove it down in the pocket a little bit more. So Good Times Ahead, but I still have my cute little lemonade card. And we're going to fix that slidage in a minute there. So it stays where we want it to and doesn't move. I made a new word, slidage. All right, then I like this little red flower. So I want to pull in a little bit of the red from the truck and little red from the little pom-pom things there. Bring in some red, especially when we have our insert there. Continuing to work our way up. I'm going to use this word right here that says shine. And shine will go right there, and see how it just covered up the top of that bathing suit. So when you are doing things like this, or working with pockets, or working with a card, and you think, I don't want a bathing suit in here, look outside of the bathing suit, because we can still use part of the color without seeing that design. Okay, then we are looking for, right here, this little Farm Fresh arrangement. And then also the watermelon. Isn't it funny? I can sit here. You guys are probably like, Layle, the watermelon's right there. Oh my gosh. You guys, I'm looking at the sheet. Where's the watermelon? Where's the watermelon? Because you guys know there's a lot of stickers on here, and sometimes we look and look and look and can't find it, and then it's right there. Well, the watermelon's on the sticker already. Oh goodness. See, I do that for you guys. I make a fool out of myself. For me, so that you don't have to, right? Okay. Anyway, so here we go. There we go there, okay? And then right above that, we want to cover up that partial bike tire. So we're using the sun and the cloud to go right there. And then this little sticker that says I love summer, or I heart summer. It's going to go right there and kind of just cover up a little bit of that. And then right above it, we are going to take this little bee. Oopsie. Little bee is going to go right up there. Okay. Then when we move up again, we are doing this Farmer's Market fresh watermelon sticker. That's going to go about right there. And then this beautiful lemon floral cluster of flowers. And we'll put that just kind of right there. And it's okay if we see a little bit of the white underneath there. I'm going to tuck this in just a, nope, it's good. This guy I think came up a little bit more, but it's all fine. Okay, there we go. Last thing, up here in this corner, I have this little sticker right here. I have a lemon sticker right here. And then I have the heart this sticker right there. So we're going to put lemon. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, no. I'm like, uh-oh, what happened to that card? Well, we didn't use it. That's why. So this is going to go right there. And then this little guy will come in right here. And then the heart this will go right there. All right. So we have now decorated our pockets. I just want to show you. Looks a little bit different by putting the pink card in instead of that gingham card, right? So gingham card, pink card. I just changed it up ever so slightly. But when I bring in the lemon insert, then it will go really well if I want to go that route. Okay, so our next step, we are actually going to decorate right here. One of the things that I usually like to do is once I get everything placed here, I will usually take my little tape runner and I will just ever so lightly put a little dab of adhesive behind a couple of those cards so they don't move around a lot. Now, we're not going to see a lot of movage, if you will, because, yeah, you should really get those right where you want them, Layle, before you adhere. We're really not going to have a ton of movage except for probably those first few up there because I have used quite a few stickers here to adhere things down as well. Okay. Okay. All right. Our next thing, I want to decorate the pocket, this side pocket. And so we cut this down to 8. That was the piece we had left over from that paper when we cut it. So we just cut this to 8.25 by 12. That's what we had left over. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a little insert like that. Isn't that cute? And that can go right in my pocket. Now, the paper that I use here kind of doesn't matter because depending on how we slide that in the pocket, we're really not going to see it. So I don't think it's an Easter. No. I probably have 4. I probably over the years in the kits, I don't know, I've maybe done this 5 or 6 times. And I will keep these things and I will save them for my own personal traveler's notebook so that in the wintertime, if I wanted yellow, whichever reason I would want to do that, in the wintertime, I know some of you guys are thinking yellow snow. No, that's not what I meant. If I wanted to keep that, then I would just hold on to that so that I could use that in, in another spring one or in winter or whatever it was. I hope that makes sense because I got a little off track there in my head. Okay, so what we're doing, we are taking that. We are taking our 9-inch piece of pom-pom trim there. And this is going to be a little bit longer than you need because our piece is 8. So I am going to get out my liquid adhesive, and this is just some from Lawn Fawn. I will link that in the description of the video, but really any kind of liquid adhesive. It's not a glue stick won't work. So you need some kind of liquid adhesive, Eileen's Tacky Glue or Nuvo or this Lawn Fawn or whatever it is, because we need a little bit of, we need that to be liquid in order for the pom-pom trim to adhere. So I am just running my glue, liquid adhesive, right along that border. And I'm going to turn this over and adhere. Now I'm stretching it a little bit just so I kind of get a good placement of those little pom-poms. Okay, and I have it right up against the border. And that's really going to dry really quick. Well, at least it's going to stay tacked down really quick. So then I just want to, I'm going to take my scissors out and I will trim. I'm going to lose a little pom-pom there, but that's okay. Trim and trim off that little weird excess. Okay, and that goes in the garbage. All right, so now this is going to slide right into my pocket. And I can have that slide in 2 ways if I want. Well, really 2 ways. If I slide it in this way, I could have a little bit of that rickrack part showing. Or if I slide it in the other way, then I'm not going to see any of that. If that's a little bit too long or a little bit too wide. So I'm just going to grab my scissors and trim that off so I can get it in there nice and tight. And we'll fix that a little bit. All right. And there we have it. I've got my little pom-poms hanging out my little pocket there. Isn't that cute? Whoopsie, there we go. And what's fun is they're gonna look like little lemons kind of, you guys. So look at, when we have this guy and he's in right there, he, she, it. Isn't that cute? They kind of look like little lemons when it's next to the lemons. Otherwise, they look like little pom-poms. Okay, so let's move on to our inserts now. For our inserts, I am going to, I have removed the covers off of last month's, and I'm going to save those and do something with them. And we're going to go ahead and slip covers. So what I need to do, the first one, I always like to fold outside in. So this will end up being the outside, right? It's the outside of this little guy, but I want to fold the outside in. Incidentally, if you really wanted to go kind of yellow and not have any of that kind of different colored floral in, you absolutely could, and it would take on a totally, totally different look than what I did. But you guys remember that, you know, you do you, and whatever floats your boat and makes you happy, then that's what you should do, right? Okay. Then we got that tucked down. All right, so if I wanted, I could just have both of my inserts be that, and then I wouldn't have any of the floral. Either way. But we'll go ahead and do it the way that I did it to start. So we are folding outside in, and we do that fold like that. We like to fold outside in because if there's any breakage in the fibers of the paper on our fold, then that breakage will end up being on the inside instead of the outside when we do that, right? There we go. We're going to take our first insert, and I just usually open them up to the middle. I don't know why. And right down there in the middle, open that up to there, and then fold that over like so. When it comes to washi, so as we saw last month, you will have 18 inches of one of 3 different washi patterns. And these are the 3 washis from the Summer Farmhouse collection. If you are interested, I have those available on my website as well. And they are linked in the description of the video. So in this case, I happen to have that little floral. I love that floral. It is so pretty. Especially, look at that as washi. Isn't that pretty? Look at this. Ooh! You know what, you guys, it's funny. I haven't used this other than putting it right there. And it's actually, what's interesting is I didn't even, when I did my setup, I didn't even use washi yet. So that is the first time, honestly, that I've seen that washi rolled out. That is awesome. Okay, little squirrel. That happens a lot with me. You guys know that squirrels. I have lots of squirrels where I'm thinking one thing and saying one thing, and my mind goes a completely different direction. All right, so now we will washi this little back side down. That's our temporary slip cover. And like I did for May, I'm going to round those corners. I have linked to, excuse me, I have linked to this little corner rounder in the description. Okay, I'm going to get my black pen back out and do my little outlining around here. I usually will get the corner before I stop and rotate, so I don't get a break in the corner. I don't know why. There we go. Okay, so what I have done, oh, you know what? And it's okay if you already did what I did, where I just happened to already outline this, but I meant to trim it first because I meant to do this. I meant to trim this, and then I was using this card covering up the wagon, and then I would have a nice little border around it like that. But I didn't do that. So what I'm going to do instead, I am actually just going to offset it a little bit like that. It's all good. If you would like to go back and trim that down, I trimmed that, I think probably 1/8 of an inch around all 4 corners or all 4 sides, just so I'd have enough of a border around it. I don't want to go much more than that or I'll start to see some of that design as I go around. So it's all good, right? And now we'll put our adhesive on the back of that and we will go right there. Good as new. Okay, we're going to move on to our stickers. And I'm using a little bit of this gingham scalloped border sticker. And I didn't cover up, I didn't go all the way across because I'm going to end up putting some things right there. And I might as well keep some of that cute sticker to use later. If I'm going to cover a sticker like that up, I might as well not put a sticker right there, right? Put part of the sticker right there and save myself a little bit of sticker to use later. And then strawberries. Look at these ripe red strawberries. So I wanted those on there. They go right there. And then a couple of strawberries around there. So I pulled these little strawberries here. And this little lone straw. Oh, no, I didn't do the double. Oh, I did. Actually, I'm pulling all the strawberries. So 3, 2, and 1. 3 strawberries go down in here. And then the single is going to go right up here. And then my double is going to go right up there. To wrap up that insert, I'm going to take the sticker that says Fresh Summer Days. That is right here on my sticker sheet. And put it right there. All right, so that is our first insert. We'll put it right into, uh-oh. I'm going to need to grab that. My insert fell on the ground. Actually, I don't. I'm going to do something different. So there's my first insert. Second insert. I'm going to use my monthly calendar. So since my other one fell on the floor. Our second insert, same as the first. Outside folding in. So any breakage takes place on the outside, or excuse me, inside. Well, any breakage takes place on what will become the inside. The inside. All righty, now we're going to take our insert and go to the center. Oh goodness, sometimes I get in too much of a hurry when I'm doing the videos, you guys. Fold, fold, right? And then here's my washi. I recommend usually about 4 inches. If you do 4 inches, I've included about 18 inches. So that should be plenty. You should have enough if you do 4 inches. And that is a lot. Really, I could probably get by with about 1 inch. And then sometimes I get lazy. And sometimes on my own, I don't even add the washi because they will pretty much, they'll pretty much stay in place just with your fold. So get a little crease right there. And fold. And add my washi right there. Okay, so there is my second insert. Let's grab our corner rounder again. And I do that upside down just so I can see. I make sure I get that in there right where it's supposed to be. Those little guys are flying everywhere. All right, now here's the thing, you guys. Here's a little public service announcement. When you do that, I've just turned that all different directions. Open it up and make sure your insert is right side up. If not, it's not the end of the world because you can flip it, but it's a good idea to, especially check that right now before you start putting all your things on, because I may be putting this on the back side inadvertently, but I'm good. All right, so for our second one, we are going to do a little bit of fussy cutting again. I'm going to grab my little fussy cutting scissors. So I have the Squeeze the Day, and this, I love that Squeeze the Day, but the blue was a little bit too much blue on there for me. It didn't quite, there was too much blue for me personally. So I decided I wanted to fussy cut. Remember our stupid fussy cutting versus regular fussy cutting from the May video. We're leaving a little bit of that light blue border. And the light blue border is okay because look at the centers of those flowers are light blue. So there's just enough there to, there's just enough blue to kind of coordinate, but not so much that it's like, holy cow, where did that blue come from? All right. And I am going to not go all the way, well, actually, let me just keep doing this, and then I'm gonna cut off part of that little stem because I don't need so much stem once we trim the rest of the card off. There's too much stem for me once we trim the rest of the card off. So I'm gonna trim it down to, I don't know, maybe about there. It doesn't really matter how long it is or how short. Finish our fussy cutting. Dee, dee, dee. This is like the Alex Trebek on Jeopardy. Do, 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 do. Or we need music or something playing in the background. When I craft and scrapbook and everything, I solely listen to music. No TV. I can't. I've tried listening to podcasts. I can't do it. My brain, if it's creating, it can't be paying attention and creating at the same time. That is generally why I don't just build this whole thing from scratch in the Plan With Me videos, because my brain can't work that way. I have to have it done ahead of time. So I want to then mount it here, this, that little Squeeze the Day lemon now onto that little part of this card. Now that card is too wide for me, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to adhere my little lemon on. So I just have a little bit of a border, a good amount of border. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to just trim off that, eyeball it. Oh yeah, this is, no, you guys know what happens. I go a little bit on both sides. That's good. I can't keep going left to right, or pretty soon I will have no yellow border, huh? Oh, okay. So now we need to pick up a little bit of our mess because things are starting to get in the way. Put our tools away, Layle. Okay, tools away. We're now done with the washi stick. And let's get all this stuff messed up, or all those little clippings put away. All right, so now outline, because it needs a little outlining. Because it just looks like it's hanging out there to me without having the outline. Then we'll add a little bit of adhesive. Back to our little insert. Isn't that cute? I love that. I think that pink with the lemons to me is just adorable. And remember, all of the papers that we're using are double-sided. So if you are not feeling the pink with the lemons, then don't force it. Use the back side of that for your cover. And that's just that really cute yellow polka dot, and that would totally work with that if you didn't want to use the lemons. Okay, so there we go. Oh, you know what I did too? Remember in May's video where we used a foam square or pop dot to pop the butterflies? Well, I did that here with the leaf on the lemon leaf. So it just gives a little bit of dimension, a little bit of shadow. All right, to wrap up that insert, we are now taking this little happy bee, that little bee right there that says happy, and that's going to go right up there in that upper corner. Now, as you are working, remember that you have your little baggie full of the tabs, and I don't know what I did with those. What we talked about at the very beginning of the video. You have your little baggie full of tabs, your little baggie full of tab stickers. If you want to create tabs or dividers in your inserts, you absolutely can. You also have, now on the sticker sheet for Simple Vintage Garden District, I think that's what that's called, right? I totally had a brain cramp. You guys, my brain all of a sudden is not functioning. Anyhow, I think that's what it's called. The sticker sheet configuration there was a little bit different. It did not have these tab stickers. So this one does have tab stickers. If you'd like, you have those tab stickers to play with as well to create little tabs or sections in your inserts. Alrighty. I think we're going to put this one here. I think we're going to put this one forward. Oh, but we're not going to do that yet because I am using this one. We are now done with, now that we have both of our inserts done and our pockets decorated, we are done with the regular part of the plan with me for June or for the summer. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out my monthly insert. The monthly insert is not part of your kit, but that is an insert that I have available on my website that you can purchase if you'd like to start doing these. And now this is the part of the video where we sit down together, if you have one of these and you like to do this, and we start decorating that calendar. So let's go ahead and do that. Product strips. I think I'm going to use this yellow. I'm going to use the yellow and this little strip that I had left over from something I had cut, right? One of my pieces. So let's go ahead. I'm going to start out by doing this. I'm going to use that little border sticker. Sometimes I will come in and actually cut that down the center and then come back and put it back down. Sometimes it's a good idea to do if, well, this is not an if, it's really what starts to happen, especially when you're at the beginning of something like this. This was January. When you have one sheet here and so many other sheets here, if you can cut your stickers or whatever's going between the two pages or the spread, it makes it so it doesn't start to buckle. All right, then I am going to take this little piece. So we'll rip that. Oh my heavens. Way crooked there, didn't I? And we're going to put that little guy right there. I can come back in still and cut that. I should have cut it before, but I didn't. That's okay. And then we might, oh yeah, I like that. I'm going to do that. Take that, and I'm going to have that piece kind of go right. Oh, let's fix that. There we go. I'm going to have this piece go right there. Just so I get a couple different layers, and I'm kind of making my faux washi there. All right, there we go. Cute at the bottom. Then let's take from our sticker sheet, I want to try this little banner. And again, I did this in May. Do it here too. It's okay that I'm covering up the Monday and part of Tuesday, a little bit of Wednesday. We know what days of the week are. It's okay. As long as, especially, we still have those there to help orient us as to where we are. All right, this is one of my favorite things to do when I have a larger sticker like this. This is a big sticker to kind of put anywhere over here. What I want to do with it, I am going to cut it, and I'm going to cut it. I'm just picking an arbitrary place to cut. I'm going to cut it right there. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put half of it right here, and I'm going to put the other half right here. So that sticker now is in the middle of my spread. And really, you can do that with any size sticker, any kind of sticker. I like to do it when the stickers are a little bit bigger and when it's a flower, because it can spread like that pretty easily without looking too bizarre. All right, what else do we want to do on here, you guys? Let's go with, since we're kind of still going with this little flowery feel, I can cover up the 7th there. What if we add some cherries? Let's add some cherries right there. Well, this heart's cute. We can add a heart. Let's add the heart right there. Hang on, what else might we want to add there? Okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is a really cute sticker, but in this, the sugar doesn't really work with what I'm doing. So I'm going to add this right here. And then I'm going to take the heart sticker and cover up sugar because now it kind of works. I'm not cooking, so I don't want the sugar right there right now. I like that. Alrighty, what else do we want to do? Oh, I know. So we have all of these word strip stickers. So let's have some fun with those. And those things we can put, oh, this could go right there. Do a little bit of layering. The simple things can go, how about right? How about right there? And let's get some color in there. How about, let's see. Oh, Love and Sunshine. That's kind of fun. Oh, and here's another one, even though it's not, oh gosh, there's lots of fun ones to use, right? Okay, so here we have Sunny Days, and here we have Love and Sunshine, and that could go right here. Oh no, I don't want to put it there because I already did that there. I don't want to put that there, so let's put this one right here. Love and Sunshine. Here comes the sun. Sometimes I don't want, no, I'm not going to cover it up there. I'm not going to use Here Comes the Sun. Actually, I am. I'm going to come back here, and we're going to put Here Comes the Sun instead of the simple things, because that's a little bit more summery. Right? All right, what else do I want to do? I feel like it needs maybe one more little thing. And I think that is going to be, how about, oh, we have enough green, yes. More summer, less Mondays, right? Absolutely. And that little guy is going to go right here. All right. So there we have it. There is June. My June calendar is all ready to go. I had already added my numbers. So I just wrote my numbers in. And then I had already also added a couple of the things that I had planned for June when I put my calendar together. I don't know, since it's the middle of April right now, if any of these things will happen. Well, Father's Day will still happen for sure, but if any of these other things will happen because of the coronavirus situation that we are in. Okay, my friends, that wraps up our plan with me for the month of June or summer, depending on how you're approaching it. And as we do that, there is kind of my revised version, putting the lemony insert up front with a little bit more pink over here. And this was the original version. So now you have two different versions. Here you have that one. I don't know if I can easily show both of these at the same time and still fit them on the camera as I'm on my tippy toes trying to look. Oh, there we go. They may not be straight, but that'll give you a good feel for what that looks like. All right, my friends, take care. I hope everyone is healthy, and we'll chat again next month. Bye-bye.